Hello everybody, welcome to Minecraft. Instead of playing map this time, I made a plugin, and I'm going to show how bad it is. Originally, I planned on making a decent plugin, but then I was like, what's the point? And I just coded, and if an error is thrown, I fixed it. There's like all sorts of optimizations in here, or anything. So yeah, grab yourself some sponge and a crying obsidian, and you surround the crying obsidian like so. Get yourself sponge, but with 4 NBD tags. Now, to be honest, I don't know why there's 4. There should only be 2. But you see, this is an example of me not making a good plugin purposely. Okay, let's go find some water. You know how I fix with sponge, plumber sponge, or whatever? It's like that, but worse. Yep, that but worse. The reason why I didn't get that last wire box is because it has a limit. Now, I honestly tried making it, so how did... You see, it went through walls. I don't know how that works. I tried making it a 100 block limit, but then I accidentally made it a 5-second limit instead. And some blocks it just doesn't get. Okay, watch this. See? Okay, look. The water pools are completely separated. I don't know how it's spread. I really don't. It's not supposed to do that. Unless it checks corners. Maybe it's corners. Let me find another. Okay, here's another pool of water. Okay, which is separated completely. Not even corners are connecting. I don't know. I really don't know how it does that. Let's find a large pool of water. Okay, here we have an ocean. Oh, okay. I tried recording this video once, and apparently it didn't save, so I'm redoing it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It went down the river. Wait a second. I didn't even know it did that. Okay. Here's a semi-large pool of water. Worse is a large pool of water. See it? The limit does kind of work, but again, it's 5 seconds, not 100 blocks, like I was hoping to. Also, I don't know why it makes like 5 sponges for the first move. It's only supposed to do like 6 at most. As you can see, it does absolutely nothing in lava. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's check out the code. Because we're actually, no. I'm gonna disable the limit. And I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't disable the limit. I was too lazy to comment out 3 lines, so I just changed 1. Instead of, just having a limit, I set the original value, which is always being ticked up, to the absolute lowest value, which is like -2 more than trillion. I don't know. Oh, I'll show you the actual number in code in a second. Okay, but let's see what unlimited sponge looks like. Interesting. Yes, research. As you can see, the sponges are sponging. Honestly interesting. See, there's a cup here. It's waterlogged. Guess what? Water keeps flowing out. So it keeps replacing, and it's an infinite loop. And it's like, oh, the bucket next to me isn't water. Because it's actually just waterlogged kelp. So, yeah. The waterlogged blocks are always gonna make it infinitely do whatever. And apparently my computer's too good that I don't crash. The server just gets overloaded a couple times. It's just like, oh, no code moves too fast. A few times too. I don't even time out. I don't understand how it works, but it kind of works. I mean, no, it doesn't work. It's absolutely bad, but it just doesn't break. Okay. Let's go check out the code, because I can't really move that much anymore. Oh, as I move. Okay, look, code time. Okay, here is where I code the code. I could explain just the plugin itself to you, but since it's only 3 files, I feel like explaining the whole thing instead of just the plugin specific files. Let's start with Comet.xml. Basically, I use Maven, which basically does a lot of work for me, so I can be lazier. And I'll show you an example of that. See this version right here? There's 2 files, and I could even like put in a help message in my plugin. It could be 3 files that have the plugin's version. Well, if I want to be lazy, I just put version there, add in this special code, and look at this project.version. It automatically places that with whatever's in here during compile time. You see, laziness. So it just builds the whole project. This basically makes it so I don't have to copy link the jar file to the plugin every time. I just like depend on this, and then it's like, okay, I'll get it. Okay, and then here we have the plugin.yml, which basically describes the plugin kind of, the name, where the main file is, the version, and some other stuff that is absolutely useless. It works without that. See, it works. Why I can't? I said C. What am I saying? Okay, let's move on to the Sponge plugin. Okay, here we have normal plugin on enable. Now, for whatever reason, my item stack was breaking NetEase, which is basically Java's network thing, encoder, or Minecraft's network thing, not Java's. I couldn't connect to the server until I added random stuff like infinite arrow, until I added infinity enchant and like the sponge tag. It was all weird. Except I was using sponge tag anyways. I just had to change it from like null to new NBT take. It's code stuff you guys understand. Basically, this creates the sponge item. This creates the recipe for the sponge item, and this tells the game to do something when the sponge item is placed. Sponge item is placed. Make a new sponge executor. Okay. And sponge executor, what this does, basically. Oh, so I said absolute lowest value. I could go absolute lowest value. Now, if you look at this, instead of it being 0 counting to 100, as you can see there, it's negative 2147483648, counting to 100. Now, it's a lot of numbers. Pretty low, so it takes a while. Okay, let me tell you what this whole thing does. It's basically, as long as the limit hasn't been passed, for each water block around the sponge, for each water block around every sponge, set it as a sponge, and add that to the new sponges. And all the old sponges, break them, add sound, add particles, and then the new sponges then become the old sponges afterwards, and it just loops and loops until the limit has been reached. And that's basically it. I would host this code on GitHub, or I would put this code on GitHub, let people download the plugin, except I'm not going to do that, because this is bad code that shouldn't be running on any server at all. So, yeah. I might do more code. I will do more code stuff in the future, just because it's funny showing bad code to people. I guess, I don't know. You know, my goal, I'm gonna try crashing a server somehow. I don't know why this server didn't crash, but I'm going to crash a server at some point on this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's it for today. Watch another video or don't watch any more videos. I don't care if it's even my videos. Just go watch something or don't. I don't know. Do whatever. Bye.